Welcome back to a brand new episode of Hogwarts Legacy. Okay. So, for the second time in this series, I have had issues recording audio, and none of the audio from my microphone actually got recorded. So, I'm doing this commentary again in editing. So, this is not going to be fresh, which is really unfortunate because there is one part towards the end of the video where I had like a really great reaction and it didn't get recorded. The waveform was just completely flat. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to seriously need to look into new or different ways to do this so this stuff doesn't happen. And so I already have some ideas. I just kind of need to test things out. I also have a new microphone, and so I am kind of still trying to work out the settings and all that to make it sound the way I want. I'm still not there. And this is not a new microphone issue. This is a capture software issue. So it's not the new microphone. This has happened before with my old microphone. Let's get into the video. Okay, let's look over at traits. See, we got Mandrake, increased damage and duration. Range of damage of the potion effect are greatly increased. This is for only Thunder Brew. Focus potion duration of the focus potion. So then we got the Thunder Brew there. Venomous tentacle attacks deals additional damage and breaks shields. See, these are kind of like useful, but only if you use them, and I don't really use them. And so it's kind of confusing here because all the other ones say in it the object that it's enhancing, like the potion or the plant, except for the Thunder Brew one, it doesn't. So we got all of the stealth. You cannot do all of these. There's only one more trait available. You only get like 43 of them, I think, or something like that, but you can't do all of them. Collections here, we have almost all of them. I'm missing one right here on the conjurations. Really difficult to scroll with the controller. You got to use like the mouse. Do it in these menus. Missing one of them. It's like an exploration one. These are in the room of requirement where you have all your beasts. They are in each of those. So we're missing some appearance things here. We got 2 missing there. Then we got 3 there. Some of these are quests. Some of them are exploration, I believe. We're really close here. We just need the 2 quest things for side relationship quests and main story quests. We got 1 left for the main story, and then we have like 9 left. Yeah, 9 left for side relationship quests. Those are the only challenges left. Look here at the map here. We got pretty much everything discovered here on the map. There is the 1 collection chest in this region. Cannot find it. It's somewhere in here. I think it's like somewhere over on the the right part. I've gone through like the whole thing. I've tried like looking it up just because I couldn't find it, but it seems like I saw something about it maybe being over on the right part as part of like a quest or something still left. We got the Daedalian Keys. That's all done. We just have to go put them in the thing. I found all of them on my own. I'm just waiting for that. That feels like it's going to be the final quest, so we're going to kind of hold off on that one until the end. I want to get some of these relationship quests done first. I don't know what I was doing here when I was going back. We got 9 of those that we need to do, and so we will work through that in this episode with those relationship quests that we have available. I'm looking for the Gryffindor common room here because we have the Daedalian Keys. We're going to go do that. There is also a side quest in there I see now. Okay, so here we are in the Gryffindor common room. I really don't like how they made the common room have so little importance in this game. Like if you read the books, like the common room is such a big part of those books, but in this game, the common room has no value. So we need to put the rest of these coins in the chest here.
Here we go, the last house token. Time to see what's inside.
And so it really doesn't.
Thanks goes to the former headmistress.
It doesn't do a great job being like, "Hey, you got this." Like it could do a better job. Pops up there in the corner of the screen. So we did get a collection thing here for it. We got a robe. It's a house like robe. Let's see, where is it? Right there. The Relic house uniform. A really nice robe, actually. So we're gonna try and switch to that here. We gotta find it. I see it now, but when I was doing this, I could not find it. It's back up in the top part. It's 2 up and 1 over to the right of the one that I have selected there. That is not it. I don't believe. That is not it. That one. There we go. Now I found it. I really like this. The gold really looks like it's kind of glowing. The scarf looks really weird though, I think, with it, because the cloak is like open. I call it a robe later. I think it's like a cloak. I think is the proper term. Well, cloaks and robes, it says. But yeah, this is like, it's got like a lot more of a kind of winter feel to it with the fur on the top, but it's more open, so like the scarf just kind of looks weird. But that gold just makes it look like it's glowing, which is kind of an interesting look. Okay, so let's see here. What do we got for quests? What do we have? The Daedalian Keys is still on there, which is really weird. Oh, okay, yes, we do. We need to go speak with Nellie. I do remember that now. Which I thought that was weird too. I remember now as I was like doing this, I'm like, we just did that. But yes, we need to go speak with Nellie. And then it will finish the quest for us. Because she asked us to do that. That was a thing we started a while ago. So where can we travel to? Summoner's Court. Trying to decide which one's going to be better to travel to. All right, so I am working my way there now. I always forget that you can, what is that? I can go up on the D-pad and it'll like highlight like a gold route there. So you don't have to look down at the mini-map. I think it's up on the D-pad. I could be wrong. But there's definitely a way to do that. There's Nellie in the courtyard.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian Keys?
Hello, Nellie. Actually, I found all of the keys and opened my house chest.
Oh, wonderful. What did you find?
I found a rather interesting costume.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for solving that mystery for me. I always wondered what those keys would lead to.
So I wish the like dialogue would kind of have different variations of it though, where we could be like, "Hey, look," because like, we're wearing the cloak, so it could be like, "Hey, yeah, look, I found this cloak." So we got Poppy, we got Natty, we got Ominis. So that is a Sebastian relationship quest line. Sebastian's quest lines here are kind of starting to like bother me because I feel like Sebastian just like is gonna cross a line. We're gonna have to decide if we're gonna like stick with him or if we're gonna say no, enough is enough. So Poppy, we actually started that in the previous episode. So we're going to go do that. Poppy and Natty's quest lines are both almost finished. That is the wrong map, and I always do that. We're going to fast travel to the Forbidden Forest. Because we're in the Forbidden Forest here, we are going to go a little stealth. These glowing things are really weird. Like, they feel like they should be something, but like I don't think they are. But they're like all over the place here in the Forbidden Forest. Like they're they're supposed to be part of something. There should be like something related to it. They're just kind of weird. Just they're like just being there to be there. So we're going to work our way over there. Hopefully we can do so without running into any trouble. There's an enemy over there on the right. You see on the mini-map. When in doubt, I love to do stealth. I'm just like not trying to get into like 5 fights along the way. Like this is not Far Cry. That annoyed me in Far Cry where it's like I can't even go from like A to B without getting into it with people. We got more enemies up here on our right. We are just about here.
And you say they made it after you placed the moonstone?
Do you know why or what it means? Does it have to do with the snidgets?
The breadth of one's knowledge can be as wide as the seas, and yet only run so deep.
It's good to see you again, Dorran. Did Poppy tell you about everything that's happened?
She did, and I am glad to see that you are both safely returned. I did question the wisdom of sending you on a path at a time when that path was unknown at best, deadly at worst. But the acumen of the centaurs is neither personal nor partial. The skies tell us what is to come, and often we do not know what we have seen until it has come to pass.
You knew the poachers would try and kill Poppy and me.
I did not know, my young friend, but I shall say that I was not surprised. It was in much the same manner that I expected our first meeting.
I don't suppose you'd like to start from the beginning. I think Poppy and I could use that.
Of course. I find it is often the best place to start, is it not? Many, many moons ago, I divined a series of events. Their meaning long evaded me, until you brought news of the snidgets and their poacher pursuers. I believe the symbol created by the Mooncalves dance marks the place the snidgets are hidden. And serendipitously, I believe that I know the very place.
Please, go on.
I have seen that symbol only once, on a rock face in the cliffs of the forest. You should make haste there. The snidgets that have been kept there for so many years may no longer be safe.
What makes you so sure the symbol is where the snidgets are?
I do not know. It is what I have read in the stars. Fortunes play out as they are intended. I am merely a messenger. I shall say that fortune favors us today. That you would show me a symbol whose provenance I recognize is not coincidence, but fate.
Yeah, you always want to do these question mark ones first, because you can always ask the questions and then move the conversation along.
You divined a series of events before our paths crossed. What were they?
I saw the arrival of a stranger, the threat of an enemy, and the return of an old friend. I believe now that you are the strangers, the poachers are the enemy, and the old friends are the snidgets. I also saw two places tied to these events: the cave with the moonstone and the henge. The latter was bathed in moonlight.
If you're right about this place, then we should make our way there.
I shall see you there. We cannot afford to lose the snidgets once again.
Okay, so we got to go find the snidgets. But where? What are we doing? It's not prompting us to do anything, so I think we have to kind of wait for something to pop up. We got to go speak with Natty. We'll do that then. We're going to fast travel on out of here, because that is quite far away. That is really far away. Wow, okay. Okay, so we got Natty over to our right. What are we doing here? Oh, okay, and so there it popped up for Poppy. So now I'm trying to decide what we want to do. If we want to stick with Natty and do that and then do Poppy, or if we want to go do Poppy first. It's like, it kind of feels like Natty's going to start like a whole thing. And like, I kind of already started the Poppy thing, so I kind of want to just like stick with Poppy and just work that. But I'm already like over here for Natty, so like it kind of makes sense to do Natty's too. So looks like we're sticking with Natty. We're gonna fly on over there. Not too far away. See if we can do that flying into the rocks. Or the ground. That was close. Then we have to wait for Natty.
Are you ready to finish Harlow?
Oh, yes, we are finishing off Harlow.
I'm ready to finish Harlow once and for all. What is your plan?
I received an owl from Mrs. Bickle. She wondered if we were having any luck going after Harlow. Suggested we could gather evidence from a friend near Manor Cape.
But she warned us to stay out of it. Was rather adamant about it.
Precisely.
Harlow knows that we saved Archie, and that we rescued Mr. Rabe. The letter didn't come from Mrs. Bickle, did it?
I do not believe it did.
Well,
Harlow
trickery.
intends to ambush us.
But now we have the upper hand. We can prepare.
We are stronger than Harlow, and he knows it. That's why he's resorting to this sort of trickery. We must go.
Why would we take a moment? I mean, I guess you could do that if you wanted to like gather supplies. You could be like, I'll come back. But I mean, yeah, I'm pretty much ready. I usually,
Agreed.
This stage of the game,
Let's finish this.
Brilliant.
at this stage of the game, I'm usually all stocked up on everything. We, of course, are going to approach this stealthily. Why would I do anything else?
An owl to let her know that we were following a lead given to us by Mrs. Bickle.
Are you concerned she might tell your mother?
Indeed she will, but so be it. I am tired of hiding it from her. My mother needs to understand that I will not be safe from the Ashwinders until everyone is. I shall pursue them until they are finished, and I think she knows that.
I'm trying to kind of keep Natty from like walking up there because I'm hoping she'll go stealth. And I was hoping like maybe it would trigger after she stopped talking, but like it doesn't appear that she's going to do that. I would really rather not go in and in this case wands blazing. I'd rather take a much more cautious approach to this if possible. And I've definitely been here. There was lots of Inferi.
Harlow is likely around here somewhere. I sense he is close.
Where is he?
There was a lot of Inferi around.
We should look around.
Revelio.
Here we go. I like that it's not It's not forcing us out of stealth here.
Ashwinders, we were right.
I'm gonna use some ancient magic. Petrificus Totalis and ancient magic are the only ways you can stay in
You
stealth,
will get what is coming to you.
which is unfortunate. Like, you have very limited attack options for it. We're already down 2 bars on ancient magic, so we kind of got to be careful. I might need it. We got, looks like 3 more.
Suppose it's worth a look.
See, that didn't look like it would cost us much of anything for ancient magic. We got 1 left. So can we sneak up here? See if we can just sneak up on them.
Well done.
There we go.
They got what they deserved.
Yeah, that would have been way too easy, though. It'd have just been that.
Little Nat Sione, innit? And her excruciatingly loyal companion. You two have done quite a bit of damage to my business interests. But I must grudgingly give you some credit. What was once a mere annoyance has become remarkably problematic. Fortunately, I pride myself on my problem-solving skills.
I pride myself on my ability to beat you. It gets difficult here because then more people have arrived, and so yeah, now you gotta deal with Harlow and others. Yeah, Harlow pretty down on damage right now, but we got other people we gotta deal with. These Ashwinders are pretty easy to deal with, but there's so many of them. It's like as you're trying to take one out, you got Scald Blast Magic the other direction. You gotta keep an eye on. Harlow is almost done. We're really close here, but I keep getting blasted. We need some Wicked Well. Let's get away. And he's just saved himself for a second there, and he is done. And we're gonna do a little priority incantatum, which is like not really a thing, but it's not clear here. I think I'm supposed to be like tapping it, and I was trying to hold it. It's not super clear what it wants you to do. I started tapping it, and that seemed to work. But yeah, priority incantatum is when 2 wands share the same core and they connect like that and won't do battle against each other. That's not a thing that should normally happen. It just looks better, which is why they did it.
Natty! No! Natty!
Yeah, you should probably take his wand away instead of just standing there with your wand over him. Just a thought, though. So we can talk with...
Are you sure you are up for a visitor?
Natty, I think?
Yes, Mother. I feel fine, and it will do me good to see my friend.
Very well. But do not overdo it, Natsai.
I know, Mother. It is good to see you, my friend.
I'm glad to see you're doing so well.
I am doing better than it appears. I am only here because my mother insisted, just to be safe. I was relieved when she told me that you were all right.
only because of you. How are you feeling?
Well, I've had better days, but Nurse Blaney says that I am on the mend.
I'm sorry, Natty. It's my fault you got hurt.
What? No. Do not blame yourself for this. The moment that I saw Harlow aim his wand at you, well...
You did what came naturally.
I suppose it was instinct. Yes. I could not simply stand there and let you get hurt.
Then I shouldn't feel guilty.
Of course not. There was nothing that you... Oh. Oh my. I cannot believe that it took me this long to see it. He made a choice based on instinct. My father, you, my friend, are no more to blame for my injuries today than I am to blame for my father's sacrifice years ago.
From what I know of him, it seems there's a lot of your father in you.
That's very kind of you to say. I hope that you are right. This has all been a bit much, hasn't it? Taking down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot. But we have done it. Rookwood is dead, Harlow is on his way to Azkaban, and the rest of them are on the run. A few of the dregs will still be about, fighting for their lost cause. But Rookwood's enterprise has fallen apart.
Everything is safer now because of us. Because of you.
Thank you, but we make a formidable team. You, my fellow traveler, have enriched my time at Hogwarts beyond anything I could have imagined. Thank you. I believe your friendship to be one of the most important in my life.
I definitely...
Thank you for coming to visit me. It is always good to see you.
Yeah, I definitely would still feel guilty if it was me in real life. Also, I got no idea what's going on with them gloves because those are not the gloves that I selected. So now we're going to go do Poppy. A bird in the hand here, probably. So we need Glacius. So we're trying to make sure that's in my spell set here. But we are going to fast travel to that location. These, so like these red ones here are really hard to distinguish. Like a lot of them make sense. Like, except for the red ones, like the fire. Okay, that makes sense. But like this whole line here that I'm on, what do these all do? Like, can anyone tell me just from the picture? Like the snowflake for Glacius makes sense. The rest of Memento, like it stops. I believe it does something like that. It stops. Movement or something. And so that like the stop for that, the feather for like the levitation makes sense. Transfiguration makes sense. Lapendo because it spins. But like, what do these red ones do? I'm just the pictures. I always have to like look at them and make like read the name to make sure I get what I want here. When I'm trying to apply them to the spell sets, we are gonna fast travel over to here with Poppy. We're gonna fly on over there. It's not too far, but we'll get there quicker than walking.
How remarkable.
I got here as soon as I could.
Did you see the symbol above the entrance? It's the one the mooncalfs made at the henge. Of course Dorran implied as much, but to see it up there...
Could this actually be where the snidgets are hidden?
Let's find out. Dorran's waiting for us just up ahead.
I'm ready if you are.
Can you believe it? Actual snidgets. I'm glad we seem to be a step ahead of the poachers.
It is a little strange we haven't heard anything from them.
If we're lucky, they're still poring over Gran's research. There was a fair amount. We, on the other hand, had Dorran to guide us. Even if the poachers do somehow stumble upon this place, we shall be long gone.
Yeah, but what are the chances of that? So yeah, I'm probably going to cut some of this down here because you'll see I kind of struggled a little bit with it. And so I'm not going to give great commentary at this point, and I'm kind of struggling to get through here. It was being really weird. It was making me like crouch and go slow.
Greetings.
I hope we haven't kept you waiting long, Dorran.
Not at all. Then again, it is not I who awaits your arrival. Do you have the moonstone with you?
We do.
Good. It is as important to what happens next as both of you are.
So, what does happen next? What are these pillars here?
A safeguard, I suspect. There is only one way to find out. And as for how to go about that, the two of you may know better than anyone.
And when he says the two of us, he really means just me, because the AI NPCs just don't really do anything. They're just like there to be there. So that part there was really straightforward. This part, you need to use dude, what is it called? I can't think of it. You need to pull them.
I wonder if the pillars move at all.
Yeah, they should. They got those little handle things. It's these purple ones. And I'm gonna like, yeah, it's not the Accio. That's it. Yeah, so they're on these like little tracks, so you gotta move them. And so they're highlighting different things on the ground. I'm not entirely sure how it's doing that though. Yeah. Then we got highlights here on the door. And so it seems like you have to kind of like match the symbols, but I'm thinking right here, I know what I'm thinking. And that's that you have to put the thing in front of it, but like they're actually, that's not how they work. They don't line up like in front of the object. So I'm still not sure how this works at this point. I'm still just kind of
do with the light and the darkness.
Trying things, but these all have different symbols. And so I got that one there, which is what I think is the symbol there on the right on the door, but it's actually not. It took me so long to figure this out because I actually got the symbols wrong. There's a very slight difference with it. And now that I pointed out, you probably see it, but like I didn't. It took me forever to notice that. I did not look at all the symbols on the dial. I only looked at the ones that were lit up. Which, had I looked at all of them, it probably wouldn't have taken me this long. I've got one of the symbols I think matched up here. Now I gotta try and figure out how to get the other one. And I'm not really sure at what point here I kind of figured this out. I still think I'm just kind of trying this. Yeah, I clearly have not figured it out at this point because I moved this one. And that's going to not light up the one that I need. That I think I need. Yeah, and Poppy's not really helping. She keeps like blabbing, but like it's not really useful. I don't know if I've realized that I don't think I've realized that one I need lit up is not lit up anymore. Yeah, see, I'm trying to light up this one right here, which matches that. And so I'm thinking that it's because of you place the thing in front of it to light it up. That's not how this works. And it's probably about here that I start to notice it. I catch the top of the thing. So I realized that one's now not lit up. If you look at the top of it, it's you can tell how they work. And it's probably about here I figure this out.
Perhaps it has to do with the light and the darkness.
It's definitely about at this point though where I know I figured this out. I'm catching the top of them in the camera now that I wasn't looking at before. But I've still not made it or done anything that's like, yep, that's how it works. So I still don't think I've actually figured it out. But the top of it shines across the circle to light up the symbol.
I'm still struggling with it. Like, I get what it wants me to do, but I'm struggling to figure out how I'm supposed to do it. I still don't know how to light him up. I'm supposed to match the symbols. I've gotten that part down. But I don't have any symbols, or the two symbols lit up yet. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm supposed to light those symbols. So
Perhaps it has to do with the light
I'm
and darkness.
And I'm looking at the symbols here. So these are not it. I actually have one. The one that I thought was the right one, but it was the wrong one, was lit up. See, this is the right one, and I actually have that lit up now. And so I've done that. Yeah, so I figured it out now. And so I've lit up this one again, thinking it's the right one. But it's this one right here. It's got that dot there in the middle of it. I've not noticed that though yet. And so I'm bringing this over. I don't really know what I'm doing here because that's not. I think I'm trying to figure out where it goes to light up. The other one, where that is. I think I forgot where it is. It's behind me. What am I doing here? I think I kind of just gave up and was just kind of trying stuff at this point, it looks like. Those aren't the right ones. I got that on the thing, and so I got that one lit up across that I think is the right one. But now I need to get that other one lit up, the little star thing, which was lit up to begin with. And I moved them, and it's no longer lit. And so here I'm kind of figuring it out, and I'm like, okay, yep.
Perhaps it has to do with
Let's
the light
bring this across, and then it'll light that one up. Yep. And so now I'm like, okay, cool, I've got them both lit. Why is this not working? Looking, like that's that. That's the one on the right, and then I got the one on the left that I just lit. I can't figure it out. This was way more frustrating than it needed to be. And I think here I kind of figure it out, and I'm like, wait a minute. That looks like that. Oh, yeah, okay, so I do have the wrong one lit up. I'm going to switch it here. Kind of starting to put it together. And that one needs to be lit up, not the other one I have. I gotta figure out which one's lighting which. It's this one, and I gotta figure out where it goes. Yeah, I have figured it out at this point.
Perhaps it has to do with the light and the darkness.
Yeah, like Poppy's over there just saying the same thing, like it's not helpful.
That did it. Look,
there we go. I got it finally.
I suspect we all.
I made that like 10 times harder than it had to be.
And now, I'm afraid I must leave. At least for a time.
You're not coming in with us.
If the snidgets are here, the herd will want to see the truth of it for themselves. Relic especially. Go on without me. I will rejoin as soon as I am able.
Of course he won't come in with us because that'd make it too easy. I'm still trying to wonder why Poppy's coming in with us. Because let's be real, she ain't gonna do much. Yeah, so you could see right there that cloak it really looked like it was glowing.
Revenue.
We're gonna go stealth here, of course we are, because like why would I do anything other than stealth?
Look at the murals on the wall. They're all creatures. This place must have been built to protect them. They had nothing to fear.
What makes
That's
you
your
say that?
standard
The poacher house always
puzzle.
felt oppressive. It's hard to explain, but the feeling was palpable. At least to me. The sense I get here is of safety and calm. Quite the opposite of the poacher camps.
We do still have to look quite
So
extensively
many books.
because
You
we
haven't seen
are
my
still
glass
missing a
study.
collection chest. And so that's why I'm trying to really make sure I do a good job looking so I don't have to come back. Because if you have to come back and there's enemies, they will respawn. At least after a certain amount of time, they will. What do we got here? We got some galleons. Make ourselves a little bit richer. Nice open area like this could be set up for battle. You never know. Stuck there on the tree. We got some stuff over here. Let's take that. Thank you very much. We got some more money. That pot thing there in the corner looks like Ashwinder eggs. Thank you very much. So we've got a path there. We got a chest over there. Get this chest. Just your standard chest. It's not a collection chest. Just really no reason to do that. That opens up that pathway. It is like super dark in there though. There's definitely stuff in there. But I'm trying to decide which way is the correct way to go. Because I don't want to go the correct way. I want to explore first.
I'll wager this isn't the dead end it seems to be. But how to get through?
So because that seems like the way we were supposed to go, we're going to backtrack this way. Can't see, I can't see. It is too dark. We need some Lumos.
Lumos.
And there goes the light again. You can't do
Lumos.
anything when you're in there. That was really weird. Like, I don't think I've ever seen Devil Snare just like kill you like that. Took like one step forward, it was just like instant death. That was not a generous respawn, but it kept everything that we've already discovered, which was nice. Yeah, it's like all that stuff is gone. I don't think I've noticed yet, but I've definitely missed something. I don't know what that was.
Lumos.
That's what I wanted. I definitely missed something back in that little open section. I've definitely not noticed it yet. I'm doing this. I was wondering if that maybe you could set like fire to it, and like that would like help. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it actually doing. It's helping a little bit. It looked like it did at least. But then you gotta do
Lumos.
that again once you get up there.
Lumos.
Revelio.
It's so dark in here.
Whoever built this place certainly liked to read.
And books are all
Lumos.
about
Apparently like the dark too.
Your gran would love it here.
She would. I can't wait to tell her all about it.
Lumos.
Lumos. Lumos.
Yeah, we're gonna go stealthy again. I've still not noticed this.
I'll wager this isn't the dead end it seems to be.
It's,
But how to get
I think I've
through?
seen it, but it's not clicked until I start messing with this stuff, and then there's this block over here behind me now. These things you put on the platforms and you cast the spells on them. Yeah, and so you have to use this here, and now I think it's starting to click with me because I've seen the block over on the other one, and I've not done anything. But I want to come up here first, make sure there's nothing up here. There is. But there's one of those blocks back in the open section
Lumos.
that we came across that I didn't use. Okay, I've got that. We're going to jump back down here. And yeah, so now it's clicked with me. I'm like, yeah, I should probably go back here and see if there's anything up on that balcony. Or I advance. You can see the chest up there. I've been able to see it before. No beast targeted. I don't know why I did a beast thing. Sometimes you can jump onto them without having to levitate them. Sometimes you have to, depend on the height. Yeah, I need to see if there's anything up here. There's some stuff. Nothing too important right now, though. But that's about to change because this is the last collection chest we need. So that gives us to 140 on the conjurations. It's back up on the left right there. So now we have all the conjurations. The only thing left for us is the gear. Two of those are challenges, and I think two of them are quest related. Great, not having fall damage. So now we're going to go back, and now we're going to advance through here. The only problem is everything's like reset, so I have to like redo it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
See here, I was saying, you don't need to always levitate them. I'll probably grabs like through the wall though, and climbs up. Doesn't grab the top of the wall. Weird little glitch. So we got that frozen. Now we need the other one.
Revelis.
Over in the corner. Get around the tree. Come on. It's slowly working its way there. Fire to it.
Of course. How clever. Look at this place.
Revelio.
We got a lot of stuff around to collect. Area looks clear. I don't like that sound of that.
What was that?
More Dorran, not Sebastian.
No.
I'll check your
This part is really weird.
You're despicable.
Because like I was still in stealth, they like knew where I was.
Arresto momentum.
It's like, yeah, they can figure that out, but like, I wasn't close enough to anyone that should have been able to see me.
What have you done? I'd say a little pruning is...
That was the last one.
No.
And now it's not. I would say that seemed too easy. These Ashwinders out. The hardest part with these Ashwinders is just the sheer number of them. We got what, one. I would say one on the mini map was definitely more. One just popped up behind me. Like at least 3 more. Got 2 more over on the right.
I think that was all of them.
That's it.
Are the 2 of you unharmed? I had hoped to return before it was too late.
We're fine, but if you hadn't got here when you did, I led them here, Dorran.
You fought with us against your kind. I am glad to have witnessed this. I now believe all that Dorran told me.
They are the ones I saw, Relic.
Finish your work here, brother. All the events you divined have not yet come to pass.
Okay, so that's the end of the conversation. I don't really need these. It's all just like galleons and some Wiggenweld. We've got all the collections stuff, so I'm not gonna like miss out on anything at this point, and I have plenty of money, I think. I'm just kind of wasting time at this point, collecting stuff, but
Revelio.
so that's the way we came in. So where do we go forward? We're gonna open, yeah, just slowly.
There they are. Now, all that remains is to break the charm.
You want us to... I only ever wanted to see them safe, which they are. You should do it. Merlin, they're lovely. But what happens now? They can't care for themselves, and surely once word gets out of their reappearance...
No harm will come to them. The centaurs will see to that. You have my word.
Thank you, Dorran, for helping us to find them and to fight for them.
It is you who deserves the merit, child. You did what the poachers would never have. Remember that. You both fought bravely today. Allow us to carry the mantle from here.
If it's all right, Dorran, I think I'd like to stay behind and spend a little more time with the snidgets.
All right, so quest complete. I was doing something with the gear there. So we have one more Poppy relationship quest, and then Natty's quest line is complete now. Then we still have the Sebastian quest line.
Revelio.
A couple of side quests left, but we're almost done with those. Just seeing what else we can grab around here. I really hate that you can't fast travel out of here, which is like weird because like there's a loading screen anyways, so like the game has to reload. It loads when you fast travel. Like, I don't understand why it can't just let us fast travel out. Just gotta work our way back to the entrance here. It's up and then to the right. Yep. Yeah, I think I was kind of talking about how I mixed up those symbols there. Yeah, it's just it was really annoying. They look very similar, and so I just had kind of like looked at everything and took it in. At the beginning, I would have noticed that I need to be more observant.
Stone walls do a prison make sometimes.
It was definitely frustrating, but like it was my own fault. It's not like the game did anything like or anything. It was just me being dumb and not very observant. We're up to 98% though for the total game. In the shadow of the relic, we got Sebastian coming up next. Good old Sebastian. I was putting this off because he's gonna do something that's gonna cross the line. Like, he won't stop. And so like we're gonna have to decide.
Looks rather dark in there.
We're either gonna have to like stop him ourselves, or we'll have to like turn him in to like a teacher or something.
Sebastian has gone too far. You saw what lies in the catacomb. I cannot stay here.
Wait, Anne, please.
Ominis. He was willing to put the whole hamlet and himself in danger on the chance that some old relic could help to heal me. I'm sorry, Ominis. Make sure he's all right, will you?
I'm glad you're here.
Ominous.
I received your owl. Where's Sebastian?
Inside the catacomb. Frankly, I was surprised you weren't with him.
Ominous,
Stop. You swore you wouldn't let Sebastian take this one step further. Yet here we are.
It's kind of both. It's a little bit my fault. I could have put a stop to it sooner.
He won't listen to reason.
I should have stopped him before. Sebastian's in real trouble now. I'm going back into the catacomb to find him. Anne's right. He and the entire hamlet are in danger. The place is crawling with Inferi.
Inferi? What are you talking about?
You'll see. We need to hurry. Sebastian must not be
I could have put my foot down at the beginning. I don't think it really would have mattered though. But like, yeah, Sebastian just won't listen. It's not letting me in. It's really weird. It won't trigger. There we go. Yeah, we've been in here before with Sebastian.
Last time we were here, this place was crawling with spiders.
We're about to face worse.
Revelio.
Let's find Sebastian quickly.
What's worse than spiders?
Accio. Revelio.
Not too much in here, I don't think. We've definitely already picked it clean up anything important.
Where was Sebastian when you and Anne found him?
But your standard chest will
In the
regenerate.
great room.
Or in this case, bags, and I do not like the look of that. Yikesies. That is in Fury, which means fire. You cannot defeat in Fury.
Revelio.
Infurious without fire. Infuri is plural. Infurious would be singular.
Witchcraft totalis.
You can do that though. That's a thing. But yeah, like you're being difficult right now. So. These things are super easy though to defeat once you get them on fire. That's the only problem is like this guy I thought was on fire and like turns out wasn't. That did like nothing, and now you gotta wait for the spell to regenerate, which is annoying when battling these things. You just gotta buy time. And at least you have the 2 fire spells, but Inferi are like super easy to defeat though once you get them on fire. It's just like a big couple basic casts and it takes them down. They're not a very strong enemy.
Revelio.
We got more. Yeah, so a lot of times within Fury, I'll use
There weren't this many in Fury before.
a disillusionment charm, and then I'll use the invisibility potion. So I can just take them out with Petrificus Totalis, because it's usually just easier. I'm trying to make sure they all get lit on fire. Because you usually get like 5 or 6 of them, at least, together in a group. Yeah, because this guy now wants to walk towards me. I didn't do that here, though, which is interesting. Neither of these guys can let on fire. Or like just do nothing. There's that guy. Like none of these have been lit on fire. I definitely have thought some of them were. But that guy has not been lit on fire, so like all this is absolutely doing nothing.
Hold on a moment. I was so worried about Sebastian, I didn't even realize. Anne's gone to get Solomon. When she first saw the Inferi, she thought Sebastian was being attacked. But then he showed her the relic and said he'd learned how to use it.
The carvings on the relic were Inferi, and Sebastian somehow created them.
Not exactly. He's controlling them.
I'm not sure which is worse.
Powerful dark magic. Creating Inferi is incredibly difficult, but controlling them... As Anne and I frantically barricaded the Inferi to keep them from escaping, Sebastian kept mumbling about healing Anne. When Anne said she couldn't stay here, I didn't realize what she meant.
Solomon threatened to go to the headmaster if he heard of Sebastian dealing with dark magic.
I need to get to Hogwarts. I must get to Professor Black first. Twist the story a bit, make him think it's a family fight. I'll be back as soon as I can. See if you can talk some sense into Sebastian. Be careful.
As usual, the game's gonna leave me on my own. Not that the NPCs are usually much help. So, it's kind of normal in this game. Like, Far Cry did a really good job of that, with having, like, actually really good, usable NPCs to help you. Grand Theft Auto 5 wasn't bad, but it's like anytime you left or like you switched like to a different character, they would just like start to almost die. You have to switch constantly between them. Got more. Let's okay, there's 3 of them.
How many inferi are there?
Yeah, see, here we go for the invisibility. Always a good strat. You can carry 12 of them, so.
Revelio.
Now, which way do we go? Do we go the right? Here, there's a spider. So let's not go that way. Or do we come forward here? Yeah, so this, you gotta find the bones to build a, well, in this case, stairs. I was gonna say bridge. Sometimes it's a stair, sometimes it's a bridge. You know, there's some in those things. There's more theory up ahead.
Guardian Leviosa.
The stairs aren't complete. I was thinking I could just make the jump there. You can't. These were the ones I pulled out, and I thought they just kind of went into it, but they didn't. You gotta position them better. There we go.
There's Sebastian.
Yep, there's Sebastian with his inferi friends.
Revelio.
Isn't this incredible?
I was trying to take him out first, but now it wouldn't let me.
Sebastian.
I told you, the relic is the answer. I've been trying to reverse the dark magic that injured Anne, but this will allow me to control it. Just as I can control
He says that
the
like it's a
inferi.
good thing.
Control. I had to fight the inferi all the way.
What have the two of you done?
The two of us?
Accio Relic.
I didn't do nothing.
Don't. The relic. You'll pay for this.
Sebastian, chill. Oh, he angry. What did I do? This is all just in pure self-defense at this point. So now it's not just his uncle, it's Rapid Fury. And I'm like not doing much because I haven't let him on fire. Ancient magic works too. You can always use ancient magic. Yeah, that does nothing at that distance. It's like a shotgun. Short range. Well.
Sorry, it had to be done.
You're supposed to respect us.
So we have almost all the inferi taken care of at this point. Although I feel like more to pop now.
Finite.
This might be just a thing where we have Solomon to get it to stop.
Confringo.
Solomon is almost down to his last third bar. Howl. Yeah, see, Inferi keep popping up. We gotta defeat Solomon, I think. Like, end it all. That's Inferi. Where'd Solomon go? There he is in the middle.
Sorry, it had to be done.
Yeah, and I had to defend myself. Almost there. Got these. Fury there, still being a pain. Need some Wiggenweld there. Almost there, come on. A little bit more. He just appeared on me right as he was about to die. There we go.
She cannot be healed, Sebastian. You must stop.
I won't let her suffer. Avada Kedavra!
What'd you do? Sebastian! He deserved that, and then some. If we could cast that like that, that'd be really cool. Not gonna lie.
Your choice.
Oh, Anne. What have you done?
What has she done? What have you done?
I must get out of here.
I can't let him leave.
Yo, Sebastian. Chill, let's talk.
Sebastian, wait!
He's not in a very talkative mood, apparently. Like, he's doing the wrong thing for the right reasons. In a sense, like, still the wrong thing.
Hold on.
Shouldn't do it. Like, his heart's kind of in the right place, though. But yeah, like, Sebastian's clearly at this point crossed a line. Like, this is not acceptable. Like, this behavior. Because these actions, it's just not acceptable at this point. Now it won't let me leave. There we go.
What is it?
Why wouldn't you stop? I was calling after you.
Anne won't survive this. She's withering away, inside and out. Solomon's never been there for us. Not really. He gave up on Anne. I'll never give up on her. You saw him, didn't you? He was going to ruin her life. He attacked us. I had to use the killing curse. You know I did. If I hadn't known how to cast it...
You didn't have to.
You went too far, Sebastian.
I can't think right now. I need to leave. I can't stay here. I need to find Ominis.
Sebastian.
Please, I'm not myself right now. Let's meet later at the Undercroft, all right?
Yeah, so I wouldn't say he gave up on her. He was just a little bit more realistic. He knows more, too. So, I mean... Got that final one with Ranrock. We got 4 more side / relationship quests. Okay, so we're here in Diagon Alley. The only reason I can think of is we're going to go to Gladrags here. We're going to kind of try and buy some time and hope that some of these other quests pop up. There we go. There's Gladrags.
Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
So that's better. So that's a cloak. That one's... There's 2 that are better. There's 3 that are better. We got 111 now. That's the best one.
Unusual girl. Still, it takes all sorts.
I think that's the only one in here that's better. Well, there's another cloak in there that's 111. Yeah, those are the same. Doesn't really matter which one you buy.
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
No need to go in here and apply it. Now we need to change the appearance. Didn't take me as long to find it that time.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Now we're going to sell some of this stuff, I bet. Yep. All this stuff that's worse we can sell. The one with the question mark will save. Along with the ones that are a level below us. I'm not sure if those numbers are accurate.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
I don't remember what it was, but I saw something one time that said it was worse, and then it like wasn't. I don't remember if it was like a question mark, that one that said it was worse, or if it was a level below. We're gonna go here to the room of requirement. Let's discover that piece of gear, and it is worse. We're gonna upgrade the new cloak that we got. Find it. There it is. We got plenty of this stuff. No need to worry. Can spend anything we want. Give it a trait. There's so many traits. I wish these were organized better than just a super long list like that. There's just so many of them. I just can't like be bothered to actually go through and like read every single one and figure that out. So I just kind of find one that seems good. Good idea to kind of like look at what you have too, though, and make sure you don't have like duplicates or something. I would assume that they would still work, like it would just kind of stack on top of one if it's like increased damage from like a certain spell. If you have like 2 of that, you would get double damage or something. But I could be wrong. But if that was the case, I would hope it would just like not let you apply, because that would be a waste. We're gonna get this invisibility potion here that we used.
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Let's go get some of these herbology type stuff that we have ready over here. Mandrakes are like potions. We can create 12 of them. So is the Chinese chomping cabbage and the venomous tentacula. Everything else you can carry as many as you want. This potion is almost done here. About 10 seconds left. We can collect that potion now. So we still don't have anything, and I don't want to start this one because it'll be probably a long thing. Sometimes you do just have to kind of wait a little bit. Yeah, that's that scarf. It's worse. Challenges are up to 99% for the game. Need to enter the Keeper's Caverns. Yeah, that's just going to be a whole big thing. We're not going to do that. Already at about an hour and a half. Need 4 more side and relationship quests, and then we need 1 more main quest. All the assignments have been completed for quite a while now. I don't know, though, how many actually more there are, because, like, sometimes the number of things, it'll have, like, a number, then there's more, like the demiguise statues. We're at 95% for quests. Everything else is 100%. And so we just need these 4 more. I almost said 5. 4 more appearance gear things. 2 of them are for quests and 2 of them are for challenges. All the exploration things have been discovered. The map does a really good job of sectioning itself off to and telling you what you need from each section, so you can work it better rather than just giving you a total number. I like that. I don't think I've ever put this much effort into a game to try and like 100% complete it. Over 130 hours on this game. Okay, so I was going to end the video, but here's another side quest that is available here. Well. So we're going to go do that. Not too far away, but we'll fast travel over there to that little village and go from there. And so this will give us another appearance thing.
It's enough little place.
I do find it annoying sometimes that these quests will show up on the map, but not in the quest list. I don't know what the reason for that is.
Can you help me?
Is someone down there?
Down there? I beg your pardon. I'm here. There's no one here but me. Some thoughtless wretch casually tossed a bit of parchment into me and it caught. If you could please take it.
So we got a little treasure map here. I'm not a super big fan of these. I tend to struggle to find them.
Seems to be some sort of map.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. What a relief. I hope the map serves you well. At least better than it did me.
Gotta use the treasure map to find this place. Let's see, where is it here? I spent quite a lot of time looking at this thing and trying to match it to the map. There's this little map down here in the bottom left that you should be able to find it on, but like it's a super zoomed in view and you can't really zoom in that much on these, like on the actual map in game. If I flew around a little bit, I could probably kind of find it from some of the other pictures. but I'm just not crazy about putting this much time into it. So I did try and like look a lot here on this map for it, and I couldn't find it. So I did like look it up, and we're gonna just go to that location that I found and just do it that way. I've discovered like the whole map already at this point, so like it's not... I feel like it's not that big of a thing at this point. I just... If I would have found it in the beginning of the game, I probably wouldn't have looked it up as quickly as I did. But after 130 hours and me just trying to move the game along, I'm not trying to sit here and spend like 5 hours flying around, doing other stuff, and trying to find this. Like, you can't zoom in enough to see what this is on the map. Even after looking it up, I'm still like, yeah, that doesn't really look like that on the map. I can kind of see it a little bit, but like, it's hard because as you zoom in, it kind of you don't get a top-down view of it anymore when you zoom in enough. So, okay, so after looking it up, it's right here. It's this little castle thing. I still think that it doesn't look like that. If it was top down, maybe I could kind of see it a little bit, but yeah, it just doesn't look like that on the map. Like that does not match up with that map. And then the castles on the map are very basic. So like it's hard to match things up from that. What really annoyed me was one of them, you found the map and he goes, yeah, I know where that place is. Okay, then mark it on the map for me. Like if it's someplace I've already discovered, I feel like it's not really that bad to actually mark it. But especially with that one, with the commentary where he's like, yeah, I know that place. And I spent like an hour and a half flying around trying to find it. It drove me crazy. Because like, I literally saw it too earlier in my playthrough then. I saw it doing something else. And I was like, yeah, I've seen that place too. Where is it though? I feel like this shouldn't be too hard to find that with the bridge going over a gap though like that, if you were to actually fly around. But I just don't want to spend the like, 30, 45 minutes that it would take me to fly around the map. I'm really trying to move things along at this point, so. So we're going to mark this on the map here and we will fast travel, I believe, over to that little village, then fly over from there. Yeah, so you got the bridge here. That definitely looks like.
Revelio.
And that was in the map here.
Something about that tree.
Yup. And so I did look up the location, but like you still got to figure this out. And it's, if we go back to this map, it kind of, I think that's not the right thing. There's a clue here on this map. The feather on the tree, right? So like that part was really straightforward and I was able to figure that out. And I just didn't want to spend the time. Yeah, wrong thing. I just didn't want to spend the time it took to actually find it. Because it's not even
some treasure.
I guess it technically actually is a collection thing because we completed the quest. So I guess there's that part of it, but
abandoned long ago, no doubt.
I say it wasn't even like it was for like a collection chest, but I guess it technically
Revelio.
That's one of the quest ones. But yeah, I did spend a lot of time over in this area, and I probably should have remembered it. Yeah, I just didn't. So I'm kind of just killing time, hoping something will pop up. Yeah, it gets us to 96 out of 99. Like I said, it was actually for a collection thing. Which makes me do feel a little bit worse about it, but after 130 hours on a game, I think I can live with it. I was getting frustrated to the point with the thing with Poppy where I almost looked that up, but I kept with it and I figured it out on my own. And it purely just came down to me not being observant enough. We only need 3 more of these appearance things and we'll max out everything. We do have Summoner's Court 5. So let's go and work on that. So Summoner's Court 4 was really a pain in the butt. It is Professor Ronan. I totally called this. I said that 5 would be Ronan.
You're my Summoner's Court opponent, Professor
I
Ronan.
called this.
Indeed I am. Professors are allowed to have fun once in a while too, you know.
Of course. I look forward to playing against you.
And I you. I've been playing this for eons, so you haven't a chance of winning. How about we get started anyway?
I'm ready.
No time like the present.
So it made sense here to me that it would be Ronan because, like, yeah, he's the professor, so like he'd be the hardest to go up against. The 4 was a pain in the butt, and I probably spent like 45 minutes to an hour working on it to beat it. So that was not good. That is good though. So he's got one of his off.
Mistakes.
You get them up on the blocks, they're more points. Those are 100 points. Little ripple things will move the ball off the board. And then those barrels are like obstacles, like the barrel-like things. So he has 0 points here, so anything I do is gonna help me. So getting anything up into the blue part's gonna be hard. So I'm kind of just aiming for the green. We can just get in the green at all 3 of them. We should be doing good.
Another opportunity to learn and improve.
That went a lot longer or a lot further than I thought it would. He almost bumps me up into the blue. That would have been nice and handy. Unless he bumped me into the ripple thing and it knocked me off. That wouldn't have been good. Let's do this one. We can get this up into the green fairly easily here. I don't want to bump his up into the blue though. So we got now 60 points to his 50.
To learn and improve.
So now he's got 10 points, so we're tied at 60. All I have to do is score points here. Well, and I just have to be careful not to give him more points. But I win if I just score points. That's all I have to do. Yeah, so I was just nice and easy. Just get it on the board, score some points.
And there you have it. Yet
there you go.
Another opportunity
wow,
to learn
that was easy.
Improve. Delightful to see such mastery from one your
age. Was actually really surprised. I won by 10 points, 70 to 60. This was actually the reaction that I said I hated having not having. Because like my initial reaction to it was
I had a good teacher.
Complete shock.
A flatterer, I see.
It was great.
Although I dare say it's not unwarranted. I shall accept the compliment humbly. As the new Summoner's Court champion, you have earned a token of recognition. Do not let it go to your head.
How about some extra credit? Quest complete. That's, I think, another collection appearance gear thing.
I can appreciate Hogsmeade all year round, but there's nothing
That was, yeah, really easy. First try. I was shocked. I didn't think I'd get it in the first try. I was hoping I wasn't going to have to sit around for, you know, an hour trying to do it. Like I did 4, but I never expected to get it first try. So that's the last. It's not actually the last main quest I thought it was. It's not. It feels like it should be. But I think there's just a couple kind of wrap up things after that is what they are. This is like the main thing. But yeah, there's like a couple extra main quests after that. So, but I don't want to do that. Because I'm at an hour 45. So we don't want to start something big here. So let's go. Where are we going to go here? What am I looking for? I don't remember. What would I be looking for? The treasure vault. I definitely feel like I did all the treasure vaults though. And those I think disappear. Oh, I'm willing to bet I'm looking for more side quests. Because those two were not showing up in the quest list. So I guarantee now that I think about it, that's what I'm doing is I'm looking for more side quests. So I need 2 more to complete the challenge of 32 of them. I'm at 30 of 32. I'm just making sure there's nothing else left on the map here. Yes, 30 of 32. I need 2 more and then 1 more main quest. And all the challenges will be complete. So we got just 2 more of those. Collections now, we just need those 2 for the collections, I believe. We got the other appearance in the Summoner's Court. So we got 97 on the quest. Everything else 100%. This is really almost done. Probably 1 more episode. Yeah, so we got the other collection. They're 97 and 99. So it's just the 2 challenges. I'm really excited to like end this series, but at the same time kind of sad because I really did like this game. I'm definitely gonna like replay it on my own. There's actually achievements for that. We got some gloves there. Yeah, Summoner's Court champion gloves. There's definitely achievements here for getting to certain points in this game, like the map chamber and all the different houses. So like they do encourage you to like replay the game if you're trying to go for achievements, which in this game I probably will because the achievements are actually fairly easy. I'm already at like 70 or 80% on the achievements. I've got most of them already. Okay, so I've had more quests pop up here. We got a Sebastian thing here in the Undercroft. So we're gonna go do that real quick now that that's come up. I don't think it'll be like anything too long or major. It's probably just can kind of be like a recap of just what happened, and it helped if I could kind of find my way there. I am being super lost and confused.
A 142 staircases, and this is where they...
Yeah, what am I doing? You can clearly see it's on like the map there, and I think I just like went too far or something. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. Here's the Undercroft.
She's devastated. She just buried your uncle alone.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but...
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in?
I mean, what did you expect was going to happen?
Sebastian.
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go so wrong? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to... Oh, Anne, I was only trying to help. I can't leave now. Anne needs me more than ever. You understand. You can talk to Ominis. Make him understand. He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
I don't know what to do, Sebastian.
You don't know. You do know. Anne has no one. I regret everything I did. I know what I did was wrong. I only hope she can forgive me. That everyone can forgive me.
So...
No matter what happens from here. I'm glad
he gets that, like, killing his uncle was wrong. I get that. But he doesn't get the other stuff was wrong. The stuff that led to that. He just got caught up in defending himself.
Ominis?
What a mess. I can't believe it. After I last saw you, I went straight to Hogwarts. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft and found her with Solomon's body. She was beside herself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the consequences, another part can't bear the thought of it. I don't want to lose Sebastian, but I don't think we have a choice.
Yeah, I said we were going to have to decide, you know, one of the things that, you know, was, you know, whether we turn him in or not.
We don't have a choice. You're right.
Oh,
you were right the entire time.
He's gone too far.
I wish I hadn't been. If we do this, we may never see Sebastian again.
I realize that, but it's the right thing to do.
He chose his...
He killed his uncle.
He chose his path.
We've tried to justify his actions every step of the way, but this has gone too far. It has to stop.
Very well. Leave it to me. I'll tell the headmaster. Farewell for now. I shall be in touch. Whatever lies ahead, we must face it together. That I know.
Yeah, I mean, so, like, Sebastian just got caught up in, like, his uncle attacking him. Like, I don't think he mean to kill him. Although, I mean, I feel like you have to, you know, choose to actually cast the killing curse. But, like, I think he just kind of, like, it was a reaction to him, like a defensive reaction. Yeah, so there's this, like, weird thing popping up on the mini-map here. I don't know if that's what I got distracted with earlier. But, like, I've seen this before, and I have no idea what it is. It's like, as it looks like it's, like, down, and as I go down, it just disappears. It almost looks like it's, like, a speech bubble. Like, to talk to somebody, but yeah, as I come down here, it's just gone. It's so weird. I don't know if it's for, like, that Depulso thingy there.
I can't believe we found ourselves trapped in that scriptorium. Never again.
The scriptorium wasn't too bad. Yeah, actually take that back. I forgot there was the Crucio thing. Okay, so we got another quest here with Poppy. This is the last one for Poppy's quest line. So we will do that real quick because, again, this is kind of going to be just like a recap, quick thing, I believe. We need to meet with Poppy in the Great Hall. It's not going to take too much longer here. This episode's dragged on a little bit longer than I would have hoped, but yeah, I think we're just about there. We can probably finish this up in the next episode, I would assume.
That was it? Half of
Helps if you go the right way. Work our way upstairs here. We gotta go across the bridge here. This was one of the Hogwarts secrets. One of 3 of them. Castle's just massive.
Fizzing whiz beer is still brewing. These things.
I haven't been called Puffskein Duncan once since you brought me that venomous tentacular.
Here's the Great Hall. You gotta come up the stairs here and then through a couple more doors.
Easy has a brand new game.
Thieves.
Just beware.
Causing chaos as always. Poppy's over here on the left in front of the fire.
Just the person I was hoping to see.
I see Dorran finally convinced you to leave the snidgets.
If anyone can keep them out of poacher hands, it's the centaurs. And I wanted to thank you. When the poachers ambushed us, it was nice not to face them alone.
Of course. It's the sort of thing friends do for each other, isn't it?
I suppose so. I am glad you came to Hogwarts. It's already been my best year. I wouldn't want a repeat of Horntail Hall, of course, but I did enjoy the 3 broomsticks. Had no idea how lovely it was there.
Had you never been to the 3 broomsticks?
I used to spend most of my time with Highwing, and well, I don't know how Serona feels about hippogriffs popping in for a butterbeer. Highwing's the only one I would have gone with. Or Gran, of course.
Nothing wrong with that. Highwing's good company.
She is. Although I am beginning to see the appeal of human friends. It was nice to talk about my parents and Gran with someone, and share Highwing.
I don't suppose you've heard anything from your parents, have you?
I haven't, but I'm perfectly fine with that.
Does your Gran know that we found the snidgets?
I couldn't hold it in any longer. I told her everything. She was livid that I'd been anywhere near the poachers, but she confessed that she was rather envious about the snidgets.
It has all been a pleasure, Poppy. Do try and stay out of trouble.
Don't know that I can. We've taken on poachers twice now, successfully. I rather think you've helped me develop a taste for it. And with centaurs as allies, I might actually go looking for trouble. You and I should meet for a butterbeer soon. Perhaps Highwing can join us?
Poppy kind of gives me like Luna Lovegood vibes. Like Luna was a lot more like quirky and weird, but like also like Poppy, like Luna, feels like she doesn't really have many friends and is kind of this like outcast. So like she just kind of gives me those kind of Luna vibes. 31 to 32. So the Sebastian one I think was not a separate quest. This Poppy one I know it was. So we were one short of getting to that total. And so we still have a Sebastian quest, I believe, left. There's 4 more main story quests, according to my list, and 2 more Sebastian quests. I'm going to advance some time here to try and see if anything pops up. It doesn't. Nothing popped up here. So we're at 99% here, 98% now for the quests. So we got 4 more main quests and then 2 more Sebastian quests, and I believe that is it. So I'm looking at the next episode is our last one. That will get us to episode 28, which puts us 2 short of Far Cry 5, which was the longest series. But I definitely put way more time into this game than Far Cry. I put probably twice as much time into this game as I did Far Cry. And that's the most I put into a game on the channel. I'm just kind of messing around at this point, just like hoping something pops up. I really wanted to get that challenge done. So, but nothing is. So we'll do this and the next one to start it off with probably. Unless I can get something else to pop up. But I like advance like time like 6 times, which is like 3 days, which usually is enough for the game to like regenerate everything. You like go to like Hogsmeade, you can only buy like certain things, but if you like fast forward like 6 times advance time, it will usually like regenerate all that and reset. That's why I did 6, figuring that would maybe do it. But yeah, there's nothing left. So it's probably gonna have to be do that Ranrock one to trigger the rest. At this point, yeah, we only need 2 more of the collections, and those are the 2 challenges. That's gonna do it for this episode of Hogwarts Legacy. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, so long, everybody.